What it do, everybody? I'm your host, The Real Brody, and this is the We Say
They Say
podcast. I'm here with my brother, my DJ, my man. Meet you 2 times, say it 2 times.
4 times.
Y'all know how we do it every week. Ask everybody how their day going, but
you ain't introduce our special guest today.
fuck it, we ain't got one.
Ain't no special guest today. We got Angry Man in the house today.
I'm telling you, Rich Roundtree is in the house. I'm telling you. But brother, let me ask you this question. How was your day? Or how has your week been so far?
My week has been good.
You know, we ain't do no show last week. So.
Yeah, we took a week off, man. We had some priorities we had to take care of.
Right.
But you know it ain't shit. We right back like cook crap.
I'm telling you.
But nah, my week been good, man. You know, I had a couple gigs this weekend. I actually did my first 2 gigs in one day.
How that shit go?
That shit was cool. Pause the conversation right quick. My producer is boofing right now. I'm sorry. It's just my bad. Yeah. But it's great. That's great, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. God damn, man. It spunked up the stew. But god damn, ass man. There you go. Give me that. Thank you. But yeah, woo. All right. Okay. Shit. But
this nigga's rocking.
Yeah, that nigga rocking like T.O.B. I'm gonna tell you. But nah. Like, that shit was cool though, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was the first time that I actually had to, like, usually when I DJ, most people want to exceed the time, which is totally cool. You know, I usually prioritize my day around a party because I know that niggas gonna want me to. If I know I'm done a party at 5, I don't plan nothing for 6 because I know niggas might want to go to 6 or want to go to 7. You know, sometimes when the party, a lot of parties don't start till that motherfucker about to be over.
So
you know
sometimes they ask you for an encore.
No, it ain't that. They just, you want to extend the time. They be like, you know, I pay you for an extra hour. I pay you for an extra 2 hours. How much would it be for an extra 2 hours? So I tell them the numbers, and then we'll go off that. But I actually, so because I had a gig, and once I was done, I had to go literally to the next one. I couldn't. I mean, they ain't asked me, because they already knew, because I told them in advance, like, I had already had the one I did second actually booked me first for the day.
Right. So
when the first one came, you know, they was like, yeah, you know, I need you DJ. I'm like, I'm actually booked that day. And I was like, I'm booked from this time. I'm booked from this time to that time. They was like, oh, well, you know, like, well, my shit only from this time to that time. You know what I'm saying? So it was actually before where you gotta go. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, okay, my shit in at 5. You know, you can be here to 4 because I had to be at the second place at 5:30. Right. So once 4 o'clock came, I had to go. You know what I'm saying? Granted, they was still partying and shit, but I had to stop. You know what I'm saying? Because I had to go to a whole nother set. But like I said, other than me wishing I could stay longer and keep the party going, that was the only thing that was negative. But at the end of the day, like I said, it was cool. Both of them was great. Both of the parties was fun. You know what I'm saying? One was a baby shower, one was a little 11-year-old party. It was cool. I had fun. They did karaoke and shit. So we about to, you know, we already was in the mix of DJ Meet You 2 times karaoke. So stay tuned. We had our first
Sunday,
one this Sunday.
Every Sunday. I ain't gonna be here for this Sunday karaoke, but every Sunday karaoke Sundays in the studio. Fuck with us. But
So definitely fun. How was your week?
At first it started off with me having to take the COVID test because I got sick at work. Bruh, that shit. You passed
it, right?
Yeah, I'm good. I ain't got that shit. I'm good. Fuck all that. Bruh, that shit. I never want to do that shit ever again, bruh. Like no gay shit, bruh. It's this little swab thing, bruh. They stick that bitch in your nose. That motherfucker touch your brain. No gay shit. That shit go all the way up in your head, bruh. No funny.
Homo, that shit hurt.
That shit hurt, bruh. I realized I stopped breathing, bruh. The bitch was like, you gotta breathe. I was like, that shit hurt, bruh. I swear to God, I'd never do that shit again. If I get that shit, I'm just gonna have it. I'm not.
He said, I think I got it, so I'm gonna just stay away. I ain't gonna take the test to find out, but I'm gonna just quarantine.
Facts, bro.
Self-quarantine just because I'm feeling a little nauseous.
I'm telling you, fuck all that, bro. I'm never doing that shit again. And then another thing is I just been running around trying to get everything straight for the little ones because I'm about to step off for a couple days. Yeah, I'm about to step off. I'm about to disappear for a few days, but I definitely will be back next Tuesday.
Houdini, okay. This nigga said he disappearing. He going to Bermuda Triangle. Hope this nigga be back.
I'm gonna disappear and pop back up. Like, ain't nothing happening.
Ain't nothing happening. Ain't nobody doing that.
I'm telling you. But tonight's topic, ladies and gentlemen, is voting. you know, Maryland started early voting a couple days ago. Well, actually a day ago. For all my people who haven't voted yet, early voting ends on the 2nd, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me. You can always go online, look it up, research it. Also, that's why I say don't quote me. Also, if you're not familiar with who's running for what, you can also go online and research the people. I did that while I was actually in line. I researched people who were running for certain things. Like we got people running for what's the school board. We got people running for school board. We got people running for judges. You know what I'm saying? Different delegates and stuff like that. So, like I said, if you're not big on politics, you can always just research for who's running for what in the state of Maryland. I actually did do early voting. What's today? Today is Tuesday. I did my early voting yesterday, which is Monday. I did it early though. I got there probably like 8:30.
What's the wait time?
I waited 3 hours. I stood in line. I went to Bach Road. It's different. Also, you can look up different places in your area that they're having early voting.
Yeah, they usually you only vote at one place.
Right.
Because of COVID, they letting you they giving you options on where you can vote at.
I'm a morning person, so after I dropped my kids off, I went straight there because I don't want to have to go do that shit in the afternoon. Like I don't want to have to go stand in no line in the afternoon and just be waiting. That ain't me. But the wait time for me was like 3 hours. The line around Bach Road Community Center was crazy, but it actually went kind of fast.
Okay. Because
people was in line talking. Like I met a lot of different people. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of different point of views on the polls and who was running for what.
My mom always told me vote Democrat.
I did, but I accidentally voted Republican because I didn't know who the person was. But I like from what I researched about the person, they had a lot of good. They had a lot of things that I felt that was good for what they was running for.
Oh shit! This is vote Trump.
No, hell no, I ain't do that. Honestly, you're not even supposed to. You're not supposed to tell.
I know. But you did. But technically, you didn't say who it was. You just said for one of them, you voted for Republican.
No, I didn't.
Cool. You ain't say who. You know, we don't even know if it was a judge or Supreme Court. No, we don't want to know. Okay. You're not gonna tell us. I think you voted for Trump.
I ain't gonna hold you. That's my man, but I ain't voting for him.
Oh shit, man! My mom always told me vote Democrat. And that's what the fuck I did.
Yeah. I voted. I'm a Democrat. You know what I'm saying? Until I make some money.
Oh shit.
I ain't gonna hold you. I mean, shit. It's already understood. Like motherfuckers who make over $500,000. I don't care who you are. You could be a regular motherfucker. If you making over $500,000, you don't want them cutting your taxes. So you're going to vote Republican. Because at the end of the day, that keeps the money in your pocket.
So what you saying is you think most of these celebrities and rappers that, you know, they support Black Lives Matter and they bash Trump, you think deep down they realize gonna vote for Trump? I
mean, it depends. It actually depends on the person. Like, okay, let's say I'm gonna use one of our favorite players. I'm gonna use LeBron James.
Okay, LeBron James.
LeBron James is an activist for black people. He does not, we all know he does not correspond with Donald Trump.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But we all do know LeBron James makes millions of dollars.
Right.
Millions of dollars. So, in my standpoint, I don't feel like he vote for Trump. But at the end of the day, I don't feel like he wants extra money coming out of his taxes.
I mean, I don't disagree, but at the end of the day, is that a factual? Like, is this like, okay, because he said it, is it guaranteed gonna pass? Like, is it even technically gonna happen? Like, how does this shit work? Like, if a nigga at the debate say, this is what I'm gonna do,
right,
do that mean they do it?
What happens is, I used to work at the Capitol. So what happens is they will have sit downs all day long. They will have sit downs all day long. And they'll have different people stand at the podium and talk about certain things that they want passed or certain things that they want to, you know what I'm saying, get done.
Right.
And then they vote on it.
Okay.
So it's a Senate side and it's a House side. They all have to correspond within each other.
Right. So
if one side pass it and one side don't pass it, then it don't pass. They all have to agree on it, or not even say they all have to agree on it. It's a majority rules.
Right. So the House of Representatives is all Republican, but we vote Democrat in it.
So
and Joe Biden say, you know, this is what I'm going to raise the taxes for the people that make XYZ amount of money.
Right.
If the Republicans in the House don't pass it, it don't happen.
It don't happen.
Right.
Just like with Obama. Like Obama tried to do a lot of stuff, and that's what people don't realize. When a lot of people's like, Obama ain't do nothing for us. Obama did. He did what they allowed him to do.
Right.
He
a lot
can
of people
only
don't know
say,
that.
"This is what I want done," and then they got to vote on it.
Yeah, a lot of people think that the president make a decision and that's what it is.
No, it don't work that way.
The president makes a decision and they have to vote on the president's decision.
Correct.
If they don't pass the president's decision, then it ain't gonna happen.
Correct.
So sometimes, president, they go up there and everybody look at him like, man, he lying. He's saying he gonna do this. He's saying he gonna do that. That sometimes they really want to do it, but the people in their background don't pass what they trying to do. So
I'm telling you, the president is only the face. The president really has. The president is the face in front of the camera. The president is the person who, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I said, the face. He's the silhouette. He's the face. But and actually, the House of the Speaker of the House and the House of Representatives, those are the people who actually put shit in motion for things to actually happen.
I can agree with you as far as, you know, like I personally think that LeBron James, using him as the example, I personally feel like he don't want to lose that extra money, but it's not guaranteed he's gonna lose that extra money.
Right.
But at the end of the day, I feel like him being who he is, that extra money ain't gonna hurt him.
Right.
For his dignity. It's like, I don't fuck with this man, but then this man, you know what I'm saying? So I personally feel like some of the, don't get it, so some of the rappers, they gonna vote with the nigga. That's why I fuck with LeBron James, because I feel like and I don't know, this is my opinion, I feel like, you know, he's standing behind his word. I feel like he say, you know, I don't fuck with this nigga Trump, but he don't go behind closed doors and go vote for Trump.
Right.
I personally,
like Nicki Minaj said, like some years ago, she's a Republican. She said that because of the whole.
But that's what people
keeping money in their pocket.
That's what it is. You're a Republican. What you are is money based.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're a Republican because you make a certain amount of money. You're a Democrat because you make a certain amount of money. When you Republicans, you know, they affect the little people, and Democrat try to help the little people and affect the rich people.
So a lot of people don't know that Joe Biden said that if you make over $400,000 a year, he's going to up your taxes. A lot of people thinking that he's going to just up everybody's taxes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm upping everybody's taxes. This is why us as people, especially us as African American people, we have to do research. Because that man clearly stated that if you make over $400,000, then we're going to up your taxes because we're going to use that extra money to put back in to smaller businesses and the community, and you know what I'm saying, like communities and stuff like that. Okay. Like, I'm not going to just up everybody's taxes. Why would I up everybody's taxes knowing that everybody don't got it? Yeah. Which is what's happening right now. Like, it's people that make $60,000 and they paying extra taxes, and they already ain't really getting it like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a game. It's a money game always.
Yeah. But I got a question for you. Let me go touch bases on your the early voting comments. Okay. So me personally, I don't early vote. Right. I do vote. I just don't early vote, and I only don't early vote because my personal experience, when I go vote on the day, on election day, it's not as packed. But when I ride past,
because people already voted.
Right, exactly. They got, you can mail your shit in. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers go early vote. So I personally, I've never waited and voted for 3 hours. It never took me. I usually be at the max. I think the most I ever did was one of those Obama ones, and it might have been 30.
I actually voted on election day for Obama. And I was 18 that year. So that was my first time ever voting. So I kind of felt like that was a big deal for me to actually do.
See, Obama first term, I didn't vote, and that was going to be my first time voting. I was 19. Yeah, I was 19. I was 19, and I didn't. Only reason why I didn't vote is because I went to college in another state.
Right.
And I didn't.
They won't let you vote outside of your state.
I didn't basically set up my absentee ballot to basically be able to vote in a different state. I didn't set that up, which I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? So because I went to college in Georgia.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about doing an absentee ballot for people who are out of state that's not from there? Do you know how?
I don't know how it worked. That's what I'm saying. I didn't even know about it. I just was told that, and I never. By the time Obama's second term was, I was home.
Right.
So I never even researched on how to do it because by the time I found out about it, it was too late.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't vote for Obama. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know until the day of when I was about to go to the polls, and my grandmother told me I'm not gonna be able to vote because you know what I'm saying. I'm like, damn, why the fuck ain't nobody been telling me this? You know what I'm saying? Maybe they did. I was 19 years old. I was in college. I wasn't listening to nobody. I was motherfucking having it up, just being away from home. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I don't technically know the ins and outs as far as doing an absentee ballot because I never had to. I had to do one, but I didn't do it. So I don't even know. I can't even tell nobody how to do it. But like I said, Obama first time I didn't vote because I was out of state in college. And the second term, that was my first time voting. I want to say I was like 22-ish, 23. I was 23.
I didn't vote his second term.
Yeah, I voted his second term.
I knew he was going to win, but
I voted his second term. That was my first time voting. Like I said, because I was 19, 23, 4 years, right? So I was 23 for the second term, and I did vote that. And that was the one when it was actually kind of busy, but it wasn't bad. You know what I'm saying? I went to go vote on the day of, but like I said, me personally, my personal experience, I didn't early vote. I'm not going to early vote. I'm going to vote on election day because I'm impatient. I don't like just sitting in lines and shit. So I'd rather just go in that bitch, vote, roll out. Like I swear, when Trump first stood term, I walked in that bitch, walked out. You know what I'm saying? And I plan on walking in this bitch on election day and walking out. But if it's packed, I don't have no choice.
So Reese just text us and was like she went to vote. And she just said she walked in and walked out. You know what I'm saying? Because it's later. And I told her, I was like, I'm a morning person. I don't really want to do that shit at nighttime. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather be in the house. That's the best time. Because I ain't gonna, like I said, and then I kind of learned the times too. Because this will technically be my third time. Well, not my third time voting. This my second time.
Well, this is my third time voting for president, but you know we got those other elections that we do like every 2 years.
Right.
So like I said, I've been voted so many times that I kind of like every time I voted, I was in and out. Like I said, other than that Obama second term, it was like 30 minutes. But every time I go in there, I'm there 10, 15 minutes. Like it ain't no line. Like I said, I kind of know the time to go. I know the right time to go. This nigga just up. This nigga stupid.
I'm sorry, y'all. Producer just fucked himself up.
He's looking back there farting. He back there beating himself up. Man, shout out to Dream Pics, man. Dream Pics on the camera, man. Make sure y'all go follow him.
Y'all go follow him, man. My man got the perfect picture for y'all. Y'all go follow our producer, man.
He takes the perfect picture. He ain't got the picture because he ain't take it yet. You got to pay him first. But nah,
pictures he got. Jones like that.
Nah, that's fact. That's fact. But yeah, nah, though. Like I said, I don't do early voting. I just rather go in there on election day, walk in and walk out. Because like I said, I feel like everybody done did it already. But one thing I can say about you though, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you because I don't know how long ago it was, but we had a voting conversation previously.
I don't vote.
And you was like, nigga, I ain't voting, you know what I'm saying? I think you said, I don't vote because our shit don't count. You know what I'm saying?
Let me make something clear for everybody. I said what I said, and I stand by it. This, for me, is a trial run.
Okay. So you think, so if he don't win, you like, okay, my vote don't count. Oh, shit.
You goddamn right.
See, like I said previously,
my theory will be correct.
See,
at the end of the day.
Well, honestly, I'm gonna say what I gotta say, and then I'm gonna give you my actual opinion. So, like I said, this is my actual opinion pertaining to this, but I'm gonna say something else too. But basically, like I was telling you, like I said, I feel you, but like I said, my whole reason for voting is because it was a time where we couldn't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers real life, blood, sweat, tears, people died for us to have this right. So I feel like me personally, it's a slap in the face if I don't go do it. Right. So that's why I say I'm very proud of you, for going to go vote. You pushing people to vote. You telling people to go vote. You know what I'm saying? You ain't just do it. You know what I'm saying? You out here telling niggas, hey, make sure y'all go vote. You know what I'm saying? Like you behind that shit. You standing behind it. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with changing your mind. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. Like you view it different. You know what I'm saying? You say it's a trial run. You say you ain't gonna never do it again. We'll have this conversation later. But
Right.
you know what I'm saying. But honestly, me personally, I ain't trying to take the conversation left, but I'm scared. Like I honestly,
This is a vote.
I don't think he's gonna win.
This can change the dynamic of our whole lives as adults and our children's lives.
But
This shit is
changed all that.
scary. If you think about it, this shit is really scary.
I don't think he's gonna win, bro.
I don't think people taking it. I don't think people are taking this shit as serious as they should. But this is just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Because they tell you never to bring up politics and religion in conversation. Because it's always gonna go left. Always. Because everybody has a different way of thinking about certain things.
Yeah.
But for me, I just feel like I had to vote. I just feel like I had to put my stamp on things as far as what's going on right now. Because I see so much as far as the black community going on. You know what I'm saying? Like the police brutality, the constant us killing one another, what's that shit called? They moving us out.
Yeah.
They moving us out.
Gentrification.
Gentrification. Thank you. Gentrification. You know what I'm saying? Like I ride down Southern Avenue almost every day, dog, and I just be looking like, we gotta do better.
Yeah.
We gotta do better. Like it's just Southern Avenue, motherfucking Branch Avenue, like just riding around, bro. And it ain't even that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even feel like moving white people in is doing better. It's just us as people gotta want to help one another.
Yeah, but one thing about us though, we can't holler change, you know,
you know what
I'm saying? Granted, even if your theory is actually correct, even if you know our votes didn't count, at least we're not even trying to see. You know what I'm saying? If we try and then vote and then see if it worked and then it worked and it's like, damn, it worked. You know what I'm saying? Like if everybody get out there and go fucking vote. You know what I'm saying? Niggas like, you're not the only person that think like you and think that, you know, motherfucker, if we don't vote, it don't matter. If I vote or not, it ain't gonna matter. My vote it don't count. Like it's like, nigga, you don't even know because you ain't do it. You know what I'm saying? If everybody who had that mindset went and go vote, it could be a change. You know what I'm saying? It could possibly be a change. But you all I'm saying is don't holler change when you're not doing anything about it to affect the change. You know what I'm saying? At least that's something small. You ain't nobody asked you to go out there and go march and go protest and go do that. That's something small. Take an hour of your day.
3 hours.
I mean, that's y'all early voting motherfuckers. Yeah, 3 hours though. Y'all better go at night, like my man Reese said. Fuck, but like I said, but when you go, when I go, fuck you talking about. I'm in and out, no homo. But just if you want to preach change, you know, back up what you saying. That's all. Like one thing I'm big on is you want to talk that talk, walk that walk.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I just looked something up. My head was down because I was in my phone just now, and I just looked something up, and it says first day of early voting in Maryland breaks record.
That's good.
I'm so proud of everybody in the state of Maryland for just getting up and just going to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because like I just emphasized, I don't feel like people are taking it as serious as they should, but seeing this is giving me, you know what I'm saying, it's giving me some kind of hope. Because it's like people starting to wake up now. You know what I'm saying? People starting to wake up. They starting to see what the fuck is really going on. You know what I'm saying? So
2020.
I mean, it's already been a crazy year for everybody. So it's like we as people, not just black people, but people period, we just Americans, we gotta make a change. Like, and another thing I want to bring up, like the shit that happened in Nigeria, it's not being brought to national news, and I kind of want to know why. Like, why isn't it being brought to national news? Is it because the election the election going on and it's more important, or we just ain't, you know what I'm saying, we just don't want to just talk about it.
Yeah.
You know
See, I don't watch the news to know what the fuck make the headlines on the news for. Like, Instagram my news, you know what I'm saying? Like
Instagram my news too.
And it's all over the gram, but you know what I'm saying? But I feel you know what I'm saying?
One thing I can say is I'm about to start tuning in to CNN more.
Yeah.
Definitely about to start being more educated and tuning in to CNN more, because at the end of the day, these things that's going on in the world need to be brought to the light. You know what I'm saying? Like, the shit just don't affect them there. It affects everybody. You know what I'm saying? And another thing, I just watched a video on IG about a dude getting shot by the police in Philly. Another one.
He had a knife, right?
I don't know. I just seen the video.
Yeah. So what I watched in the same video I seen that.
Right.
I seen the dude. You know, I hear the police saying, "Put the knife down, put the knife down," and I see him get in the middle of the street like he about to charge at him. I think that's when they let off on him. Now, granted, you know they let off on his ass like.
I seen so many videos of white men charging the police with knives, axes, batons, bats, all types of shit, and the police officer didn't take one shot.
Yeah, and that shit crazy.
What is going on, dog?
But all I can say to my people is like these motherfuckers looking for a reason.
Don't give them one. Please.
A knife in your hand is a reason. That's a weapon. You know what I'm saying? Granted, they don't do that to their own. You know what I'm saying? They got a knife in their hand. They gonna motherfucking put it down. Probably tase them or something. You know what I'm saying? Like I seen videos of niggas charging that. I seen niggas body slam cops. Hop in the police car. Pull off in that motherfucker. Ain't let off one shot. You know what I'm saying?
Work boy.
But for us, they killing us without weapons. What the hell you think they gonna do when you got a weapon? Cause now you got a weapon, he kills you, and he let off the hook. Don't let them off the hook, Mo. Like you can't, you know what I'm saying? And one of my men said, I mean, if you want to be announced, I tell him, you know, he said, you know, motherfuckers out here recording this shit, but ain't nobody helping. Ain't nobody helping. This nigga done let off on this nigga, like, and I ain't out here promoting, you know, go kill the police and no shit like that. But
I voted for defunding the police. I did vote for that. I did vote for defunding the police. I will say that.
I mean, but
and I'm sorry for the police officers that I know that I'm cool with. I'm sorry. It ain't nothing against y'all, but I voted for defunding the police.
Do you think that's gonna change shit though? Like,
I mean, it's a start.
You feel like okay, so because they money getting low, they gonna start taking their job more serious and start just killing people.
I feel like you gotta start somewhere. In my mind, I feel like you gotta start somewhere.
I can understand that, but like I said, just back to my people, man. I just like all I can say. My advice is, you know, like I said, they killing us for nothing. They killing us with no weapons. Having a weapon, it's a done deal. Like they do the ticket write itself for them. You know what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is like don't give them no motherfucking reason, man. These motherfuckers looking for a reason. They waiting for you to say what I do. I ain't do nothing. They waiting for you to resist. They waiting for you to do just some nut ass shit so they can have a reason. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, in the police world, that nigga defended himself. A guy charged at him with a knife and he shot him, and he gonna get off. I'm telling you, watch. Do not be shocked when you see that this nigga motherfucking Breonna Taylor got killed cold blood, and motherfuckers got off. Motherfucker got in trouble for the shots that he missed. He ain't even get in trouble for the shots that killed.
They let the dude off who killed George Floyd.
Oh, they did?
I read it. They let him off.
Oh shit! I don't know. I gotta look that up. I seen something, but I seen that they dropped some
charges.
But
okay.
I think
that's what it is. I think they dropped some charges.
He still, you know, he still got that. He still got that. Oh, still hovering over him as far as the whole him killing him type shit. But I think certain. I don't want to be. Don't quote me because I don't know. But I just read something. I didn't read into depth, and I just read a little bit of it. And basically just the headline I read was that they dropped the charge, but he still faces, you know, the other charge. Certain. I don't know what charge got dropped. I don't know, but the shit just janky. We live in a fucked up society. We live in a fucked up world. Like I literally watched a movie last night. Came out this year. Came out a couple months ago. Cutthroat City. It's about I ain't gonna tell people what happened in the movie for niggas who ain't seen it yet. But basically, it's about some niggas in New Orleans. They was there. The Katrina shit happened. You know, it's a bunch of political shit going on. Basically, you know, saying like Katrina was planned. You know what I'm saying? Katrina was planned. You know, to basically move all the African Americans out, flood the city, move everybody out, not give, you know what I'm saying, the Ninth Ward no aid, to build the city out, build casinos, do all that flush, move everybody out. They say that shit was planned. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. And it was like they really, like, you know, they got the niggas in the jungle, really, like the mayor, the councilman, really off the, like, yeah, like that's what happened type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like really off.
George Bush had a lot to do with that shit.
I mean, he was in office when that shit happened.
I'm telling you.
But like I said, that's just if the shit is true, you know what I'm saying? He brought up another example of some shit that happened like in the 1800s in another place, and some shit with some dynamite, and they blew the town up and did all that shit, moved everybody out to build the town up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, I don't know.
I don't remember exactly what it was. That I said, but it just if they just going like the shit is actual factuals. Like that just shows the fucking world we live in, most of them niggas.
Country we live in.
Yeah, you right. The country we live in. Like the shit is fucked up. So, but we got to do our part. You know what I'm saying? We want change.
I ain't gonna lie to you, brother. I feel like probably in the next 10 to 15 years, this younger generation, they not going for it, bro. They really with the shits. They not going for it. I see a civil war happening in the next 10 to 15 years, bro. I'm not lying. If not sooner.
I feel like our generation like that though.
I mean, we ain't really with it either, but we a little more, you know what I'm saying? We a little more smarter about how we move. These young kids, they on go. They like fuck the bullshit. Let's get to it. You know what I'm saying? Like I see it happening. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion though.
That's how I go. We got to do our part. We got to do our part. We got to do our job. We got to make sure we got to go vote. You know what I'm saying? Even if you know you don't believe that your vote counts, you know you never know until you try. You know what I'm saying? You if everybody that has the mindset of my vote don't count,
right.
Go try. Right. Try it out. You know, and if everybody tries, and you take all the people that think that don't count, and they all actually go vote. And you see a difference, you know what I'm saying? It's like you gotta try, bro. You gotta start there. That's all.
Have a plan at least.
At least try, bro. Like I just can't. I don't like when I hear motherfuckers say I ain't doing it. Like it's just
even if you don't vote for the presidential elections and stuff like that, you still got district attorneys, you still got judges and stuff, you still got school board people that you put in the school board that can help. You know what I'm saying? Your children, like it ain't just about you.
It's a bunch of shit. It's like not saying this is gonna be an election, but there's been previous elections where they got gay marriages in voting. You know, do you think we should allow gay marriages? Do you think we should allow marijuana? Do you think we should build a casino? Do you think we should take this amount of money and take it from the county and put it towards this? Like all of that shit is in voting. It ain't just the president. It's so much shit in voting. Like you gonna think you gonna go in there and vote for one thing. It's literally 20 fucking things you voting for. Like, and you never gonna know until you do it. And like I said, it's just out of respect for ancestors. Like these motherfuckers, like really, like I feel like we take a lot of shit for granted. Like our generation, because we was born into bittersweet. You know what I'm saying? No, not bittersweet. Like none of us ain't struggled. But I'm saying, like, we ain't deal with slavery. Yeah, we got to deal with racism, but we deal with it in a different way. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got no masters and no owners, and we waking up and motherfuckers telling us what to do and all that shit. We get to go, and with all the decisions that we make, we kind of personally make them ourselves. These motherfuckers back in the day couldn't even think for themselves. They couldn't read. Like, you want to go to school, you can try to do something now to go to school. You know what I'm saying? Like, but back then, it ain't no going to school. It ain't no, you know, starting your own business and all of that and doing all this. And like, I'm not saying it didn't happen. It happened, but it was rare. You know what I'm saying? Like, our generation, damn near everybody I know got their own personal little side hustle outside of their 9 to 5. Right. You know what I'm saying? Some of them don't even, they so focused on their side hustle, I don't even want to call it side hustle. That's their hustle. Fuck a 9 to 5. Right. You know what I'm saying? But back then, it wasn't just you motherfucking, you born, you go do this, you go do that. You got that freedom now. You know what I'm saying? Use it. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers out here real life died for us to get the opportunity to vote. Like, we don't gotta get on the bus. We don't go in a restaurant and they say, oh nigga, colors in the back, go eat your shit. That never happened to us. We don't know that shit. We ain't never experienced it. So we gotta stop taking the little freedom we get for granted.
You wanna know something I noticed? What? And it took me a while to notice this, but the people, as far as the bus, riding the bus thing, you know, like, we had to sit in the back of the bus.
So Rosa Parks ain't do nothing but sit her black ass down.
We was automatically told to go sit in the back of the bus. Mm-hmm. And even when we were in school, where would we go sit?
We like sitting in the back of the bus.
But we felt like that shit was cool.
But the difference is we didn't have to.
Right.
We had the option. If we wanted to sit in the front, we could. And that's the
we
difference.
made sitting in the back of the bus cool.
That's fine. But at the end of the day,
but that's not the mindset.
Right, but at the end, no, it's nothing wrong with it. That's like, it's nothing wrong with wanting to sit in the back of the bus. If that's the way you like to sit, it's cool. The difference is they don't make us sit in the back of the bus. We chose to sit in the back of the bus. These motherfuckers didn't want to sit in the back of the bus. They wanted to be the first nigga off the bus because they had to go somewhere. They was in a rush. They didn't want to go to the back. They had to go to the back. They couldn't even come through the front of the bus. They had a whole thing in the back where you had to get on in the back door. You don't even get to come in the front door.
I don't even, maybe it's just where we live at. I don't even see white people on the bus. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't even know.
I mean,
the last time I seen a white nigga on the bus.
I mean, he said a white nigga.
The wigger. I ain't the last time I seen a wigger on the bus.
See, here's the thing. Like, first of all, when the last time you been on a bus? That's been a long time. But regardless, it still ain't changed. It still ain't changed. We grew up in a predominantly black area. You know what I'm saying? We grew up in where it's predominantly black. So, like I said, it was probably one white person in my high school, my whole high school career. You know what I'm saying? So when I meet people and they say, "Oh, nigga, I went to a predominantly white high school," or half my school was white, that shit is weird to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I just, you know what I'm saying? That's why I always say when we talk about moving in another place, that's why I actually like the area that we from, you know what I'm saying? Because it's predominantly black. I like being around my own people. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't trying, like, that's why I feel like a lot of this whole, you know what I'm saying? The whole reason why a lot of black people don't just be getting killed by cops in our area. Number one, DC, Maryland don't play that. Like, they teach them different. You know what I'm saying? They're taught different. You know what I'm saying? They ain't taught to just be moving the way some of these other cops move in other states. So that's one thing I can say. One thing about the DC and Maryland police, they are taught to move different. Right. And I feel like some of that is part of why we don't have these incidents as much as other states. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? As far as like people just getting killed by the cops. All willy fucking nilly, you know what I'm saying? So like I just like our area, Mo. That's just like I said, I like it for the kids. You know what I'm saying? I like it for just predominantly black. You know what I'm saying? A lot of shit is black owned. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't. I mean, where I'm from, you know what I'm saying? I know in DC, a lot of these places, people getting moved out and all that shit. But where I'm from, a lot of people where I'm from, they smart. They not letting go of their houses. Like a lot of people from the people, the neighborhood I grew up in, they own their houses. So you know what I'm saying? They know how much they move out their house, how much they gonna double that motherfucking money if they sell it for 200, 300,000. They gonna double that shit to 600 because we right outside of DC.
Be smart. They gonna come to y'all with the money. Don't let that money overpower the value of your house. And just because they walk up to you with $300,000, $200,000, do not let that money overshadow your thought process on the value of your house. Because we live in an area where it's train stations everywhere. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why they trying to take the homes, because they trying to move these white people in so these white people can start getting on the train, getting to work faster, start getting around a little faster. Because like we said, they don't get on the bus. Yeah. They go straight to the train station. They drive to the train station, they park, and they get on the train.
Park and ride.
Kiss and ride. I'm telling you. So them having them houses or these houses closer to these train stations is helping them. It's not helping us, because now they throwing us out, way out Laurel, they throwing us way down Waldorf, you know what I'm saying, shit like that, where it's going to be even harder for you to get where you got to go. Yep. Like, be smart about it. The money ain't always the issue, you know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, it'll help, but it's two sides to every story. You know what I'm saying? The grass ain't always green.
Right. Like, I watched so many, you know, I'm a movie nigga. Like, I watched so many movies from the 90s, and like, a lot of people not hip to the movie Who's the Man. And Who's the Man is basically about, you know, two black dudes from Harlem. They become cops, and they mentor, you know, he owns a black property in Harlem. Mm-hmm. And they got this rich white dude named Demetrius. He going around buying up all the property and, you know, and not taking care of the people. And he's trying to buy the barbershop that the black guy owned. And he like, no, I'm not selling my barbershop. We need to keep everything in our neighborhood black owned. Just like they say them boys in the hood. Black owned with black owned money. Like, this shit has been preached since we've been born. Like, this shit ain't nothing new. Like
money comes, Slim.
This
people,
shit ain't this gentrification shit is not new. Like this shit is not new. It's just it's starting to become new to our area. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, people have been preaching this shit for years in movies, in the hood tales. Like I said, Boys in the Hood, all that shit. Like they preaching black owned. They teaching, you know, keep the community safe. Keep it, you know, take care of your neighborhood because all the white man gonna do is come try to move you out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and everybody, like the whole thing about the whole fucking movie I was just telling you I watched last night, Cutthroat City, you know, they did some shit. I ain't gonna tell y'all what they did, but the whole thing was they just wanted to come back home.
Right.
They wanted to come back home. Even though they went home and it's probably like a motherfucker. Like I said, they just went through Katrina. Niggas out there struggling, but that's their home. You know what I'm saying? That's their home. They didn't want to leave. They want to be at their home. This is where I'm from. This is where I grew up. This is where I was raised. This is what taught me life. I want to be here. You know what I'm saying? So niggas, like I said, you just like you said, don't just, you know, you get offered that dollar, just sell your property. Like, nah, like keep the black neighborhoods black, bro. Like I said, I love our area. I love that it's black. I wanted to stay black even when we gone. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't too many places like where we from. You know what I'm saying? I just
call it Chocolate City for a reason.
I'm gonna tell you.
They're trying to overshadow it now, but we call it Chocolate City for a reason. We need to keep it the way it is. But I honestly really don't got too much more to say. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm like I said, I'm big on the voting right now because for me, like I said, it's a trial run. And I just want to see if my theory is going to be
At the end of the day, that's a start. You know what I'm saying? That's a start. Like if that's you feel like, you know, we still got our different opinions about the shit, but at the end of the day, you attempted. You know what I'm saying? You attempted, you did it. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna see your outcome of, you know what I'm saying, your little vote or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna feel how you feel, whatever the outcome is, that's on you. You know, we'll touch bases on that whenever. But at the end of the day, the biggest thing is to me that you did it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even though you don't believe in it or you didn't believe in it, and you feel how you feel about it, at the end of the day, you did it. And that's all I'm trying to preach to the audience. You know, like even if you feel like how he felt or how he feels as far as not, you know, it don't count. You don't know unless you try. Like this nigga's 30 years old that ain't never vote. You know what I'm saying? Like Diddy and them talking that vote or die shit back in the early 2000s. Like niggas been preaching voting for forever. Like try it. Just try it. Just do. Try a vote. And at least do like you said, do a trial run and then see your outcome when the outcome happens. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, my personal opinion, I ain't gonna hold you, man. Like I said, some of these elections, niggas do be cheating. You know what I'm saying? They do be, you know what I'm saying? There been a lot of wild shit going on. Niggas saying they dropped their shit off, and niggas put up fake boxes and all that shit. So the shit wild, mo. That's how fucked up of a country we live in.
You can't even trust your local mailman.
Yeah,
that's how bad this shit is.
Everything about $1. That's why I encourage everybody to go see Cutthroat City. Like that shit it's really awesome. It has a lot to do with the topic we talking about right now. That's why it's crazy that I just watched that movie last night, and today our topic is voting because it got a lot to do with the political shit, and it opened your eye a little bit about certain things. Even if you believe the movie is true or not, you know what I'm saying? Even if you think it's false and the shit that they say in the movie didn't really happen, at the end of the day, it's just to see it and get that idea of things like that are possibly going on. Like, it's wild. But yeah, make sure y'all go see that. Shout out to RZA. He directed that, John. RZA from Wu-Tang. Yeah. That's his movie. Yeah.
Wu-Tang, I come to bring the pain.
I bring the pain. Oh, who win that pain? Dollar bill, y'all.
Sorry. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, this topic was about voting. Like I said, we gonna keep pushing it. Everybody, you know what I'm saying, in our community, everybody in other communities, us as people, not just African American people, but people period, Americans. This is a very, very pivotal time in our lives where we need to make change. The time is now. Get up, go vote. Don't be lazy. Don't be lazy about it. Don't be ignorant about it. Even if you don't agree, like he said, even if you don't agree, like I did, go try it. See what happens. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to sit up and I'm going to watch the whole entire election. Just so I can see if I was right. Because I'm the type of person I like to be right.
But here's the thing, though, fool. Like, just, you know, like when you vote, right? You know, your vote, it only represents your state. So, you know what I'm saying? So if you see that Maryland, even though, say, hypothetically speaking, I'm not trying to jinx this or nothing, but say Trump wins the election, right?
God forbid.
God forbid. But if you see that the state of Maryland won,
right?
State of Maryland won, like
I'm gonna look at it as a good thing,
right? Exactly.
Okay, my theory is not all the way. My theory is not all the way. I want you to know
the DMV area. Well, I don't
know
all
the way correct.
There is. I can't tell you, and I like I said, just paying a little bit, just pay attention that I did pay the political shit. I can't tell you the last time I actually seen Maryland red. Every time we do the voting, I always see Maryland blue. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, when I was in Georgia, when Obama won, Georgia is a predominantly white state. Everybody think Georgia black because of Atlanta. No, Atlanta ain't the only motherfucking city in Georgia.
You got Savannah,
you know what I'm saying? Georgia is a white ass fucking country ass state.
It's a Confederate state, ain't it?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I had to Google it. But basically, Georgia won the Republican vote. Georgia won the Republican vote. And everybody I was with at the time, we had the bar waiting for the shit to be announced. Everybody was pissed the fuck off. You know what I'm saying? But Obama still won. It's just the state that we was in, they lost their vote because it was outvoted by Republicans. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, one thing I know about Maryland usually votes Democrat. Usually always going to be blue. But the thing is, each state is worth a certain amount of points. You know what I'm saying? Like the bigger states are worth more points.
So that's why they say it's Florida, the Floridas, and the Texas, and the Californias, and the Pennsylvanias, and the New Yorks.
Right. And that's I remember when. So like I said, But like I said, you're gonna be satisfied because, like I said, I can't tell you the last time I seen a political campaign in Maryland didn't get outvoted by Democrats. But like I said, I pray that it happens again this year. You know what I'm saying? I definitely hope that it definitely draws some effect on you. You know what I'm saying? Seeing that your vote do count. You know what I'm saying? I pray that your theory is not correct as far as like our votes not being counted. I definitely want everybody's vote to count. But like I said, just you never gonna know unless you try. And
correct.
And that's just it.
Correct.
That's just that on that.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. I voted already. He going to vote on election day. My producer say he gonna drop his vote off in the drop box.
Make sure you drop it in the right one. Thank you, good ass little boy.
We got friends that done already did. We got some friends that did early vote. We got some friends who ain't voted yet, but they're probably going to vote because that's just how we move. And that's it. I'm your host, The Real Brody, and this is the We Say
They Say
podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, we out.
4 times.